Hello, so today we're going to have a look at perimeter as well as general measurement, just to start off this unit. So the very first thing that we'll talk about is general measurement. And we're going to have a look at these three notes here. So first of all measurements are approximations. Second point, they are as accurate as the measuring instruments used to obtain them. And third point, the greatest possible error in a correct measurement is half of the smallest unit used. So an example of where this would all apply is, for example, if I was measuring the length of a windowsill. Okay, so have a look at the windowsill near you. If you were to measure this with a measuring tape, you would have probably centimeters, and you'll most likely also have millimeters on it as well. So essentially you will measure that windowsill and you'll have a centimeter and a millimeter measurement. Okay, so technically this measurement is only accurate to the nearest millimeter. So it could be a tiny bit more and it could be a tiny bit less. It could actually be half of that smallest unit. The smallest unit here is a millimeter. So the greatest possible error is half a millimeter in this measurement. Now, technically, it could even go down to further measurements of nanometers and things like that, and that would give us a more accurate, but it will still also only be an approximation. So let's have a look at perimeter. So the perimeter is the total length of a shape's boundary. It's the outside of a shape. So we've got some common shapes here, so we're going to have a quick run through on how to calculate their perimeters. Now, all these letters are just representative of actual numbers or actual lengths that you're going to find in the real world and in your questions. Okay, so with all of these questions, you must ensure that you put in your units, okay, whether that's millimeters, centimeters, or meters, kilometers, or anything else that is a measurement of length. Okay, so the very first one here, I have an equilateral triangle, and down here I have a side length of A. So my perimeter P will be, well, these other two sides have these dashes in them, and they're going to be exactly the same. So here, that will be A and A. So I'm going to have a perimeter of A plus A plus A. Altogether, that would give 3A. Okay, let's have a look at this second triangle here on the right. I have an isosceles triangle, which is two equal sides, two equal base angles. Okay, so here I have two dashes with B. Now I also have a side with two dashes, so that means that this side over here must also be B. So the perimeter here would be adding all three together, A plus B plus B. So I'd get A plus 2B. And that is my perimeter P. Now remember that we need to put in our units if they are given in the question. If they are not, then you should write units, okay? Units, as I have done here. So let's have a look at these next two. So the one on the left here is a square, okay? And I know that because there is 4 equal sides. Now they've given the bottom side length of S. So the other 3 sides will be S as well. Now, we know that because it's a square, but we can tell that because of these dashes on the sides, okay? So the perimeter would be S plus S plus S plus S, giving 4S. Okay, the shape next to it is a rhombus, okay? Now, it also has a dash in each of these sides, so we can also write that these side lengths are S. So the perimeter here would be S plus S plus S plus S. Now using our algebraic skills, that would be 4S. And remember to put in the units. Always remember. Okay, 3 to go. Top left here we have a rectangle. And the top length here is L, and the side length is W. So here down the bottom with the 3 dashes, I'm going to write L as well, and I'm going to have W on the other side over there. So the perimeter will be L plus W plus L plus W. So the perimeter in total will be, well, I have 2 L's and 2 W's. Units. could be centimeters, it could be millimeters, it could be meters, kilometers, etc. Now, over here on the right, I have a parallelogram. Now, these arrows, okay, mean that if they have the same amount of arrows, they're going to be parallel. So parallel lines mean that they're going to always, they have the same direction and they will never meet, okay? So they will always have the same distance exactly between them. So here, if the lower length is B, the top length is B, and the side length over here must be A to match the A on the other side. So the perimeter here will be A plus B plus A plus B. So the perimeter in total would be 2A plus 2B. All right, awesome. One to go. Okay, so we've got a kite here. So here you can see that the dashes need to match. So I have a dash on the right here up top with an A. So that means that over here it will be an A as well. On the left, I will have AB to match the B on the right with the two dashes. So the perimeter here would be adding all four together, A plus B plus B. So the perimeter here would be 2A plus 2B. And we need to make sure that we remember to write in units into all of our solutions. Now, that is an overview of perimeter. It might be worthwhile to screenshot this and print it out and paste it into your exercise book for future reference, as it will be great for study notes going down the road. All right, so good luck with all your questions, and make sure that if you do have any further questions, to contact your teacher. Thank you.